so many things in our bloodline. It's just
For
crazy.
real.
Yeah.
I did my ancestry, and I found out my mom is black, my dad is black cut, and my grandfather's black as and my grandmother's blacker than a motherfucker. I'm just all black.
He doesn't need an ancestry.
Yeah, I did. I am ancestry.com, motherfucker.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Here we are again with another dope podcast. I am fortunate enough to be sitting here with my friend, my brother, Michael Blackson.
Hey, motherfucker, what's up? Niggas, how are you, man? It's good to be here. I'm here with Super Mario Brother. Look at nigga mustache, man. Thanks for having me.
I knew this was going to start off like this.
Thanks for having me, Super Mario
You're
Brothers.
welcome, man. I'm glad you're here. And we got three beautiful ladies in the back.
Yes.
You guys can take the microphone and introduce yourselves individually.
Well, you know, I invited some ladies with me because we almost had the first female president. Because Kamala is like black, Indian, Jamaican. Guess what we got back there? Black, Indian, Jamaican.
So all of you guys together make up Kamala.
Yeah. It's like I bought a
So introduce
yourself, ladies.
Hi, I'm Nadia.
Hi, Nadia.
Nadia is Egyptian and Italian. I think her parents must have met at the immigration office.
Very proud.
Thank you. And who's next?
Hi, I'm Sesha Sri from India.
Oh, it's such a street from India. Look,
Yeah.
see, Kamala's cousin. I love India. You know, I've never been to India. My mother went to India very long time ago, man. And she came back and told us, when I was in Africa and I was a kid, she came back and told us about India. She said India was very beautiful. I want to go one day. I heard it's like
I want to go too.
Yeah, we got to go to
Yeah,
India.
you got a
man.
friend now. You got to come for sure.
I know. I'm going to
We have
come.
an Indian friend. Can we stay at your house?
Of course.
Okay, you have room for me. Your brother's not going to like sneak. I don't have to share
I
room
can
with your brother.
accommodate 200 people. Don't
Okay,
worry.
that's what I'm talking about.
What? Oh my God! You got a hotel.
Hey, it's your girl KKBSH. Michaela. You can call me Michaela on this podcast, but yeah, I'm from Florida.
From
But my
Florida.
mom is from Jamaica. My dad is from Salvador, so you know.
Man, I'm so glad you're here. A lot of people don't know about you, Michael. I mean, like, I feel like I know you because I've followed you for so long. Now, maybe you can give the people a little bit about Michael
Michael
Blackson. Yeah.
Michael Blackson was a little teenager, came from West Africa, you know, late 80s, came to America, of course, for the American dream. You know, my mother traveled the world preaching the gospel. That's why she's been in India and everything. And then my mother came to the States, brought my younger sister first, and then eventually brought me. Now, when you're trying to come to America back in the day, America was probably one of the hardest places to get a visa. People don't understand. They just think just buy a plane ticket and come. No. If you want to travel to another country, especially like Europe or United States, you have to get permission to come in.
Right.
Which is a visa. And 95% of every African that try to get a visa to America gets denied.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, because America wants to make sure that America don't know why you're coming, when you're coming, how long you're going to be here, and when the fuck are you going back?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. You got yours I'm sorry to cut you off. You got yours November 2021.
I got my citizenship.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
Yes, I got my citizenship about 3 years ago after being in America for 30 years.
That's right. That's why I'm asking. That's so strange. Why it's so long?
So, you know, when you come on a visitor's visa, then you try to find a way to get some kind of like, to extend it and get a work visa and then eventually get a green card. You know, it's a process.
Yeah.
Everything's a process. It takes time. So now, you know, by the time I got my green card, so here I am, I call myself the African King of Comedy. You know, and I said to myself, damn, you know, if I become a citizen, because I could have been a citizen maybe 10, 15 years ago.
Right.
I said, if I become a citizen of America, does that take away my African King of Comedy? Like, I don't want to lose that point of being still called as African. I'm take so much pride in my continent.
Right.
And I wasn't ready to let it go, you know. But then I realized, you know, when you're traveling with a foreign passport, You have to get a visa to go to Europe. It's just a lot of headache and a lot of work.
Yes.
American passport is just a lot easier to travel the world with.
Right. Right.
You know, a lot of places you don't need a visa with a U.S. passport. So it was easy, and I said, okay, let me go and do it. You know, and then when I decided to do it, this fucking test is tricky because I've been in America so long. A lot of people don't know. Americans that don't know, you can't just be a citizen. You have to take a test. They give you a booklet, right? With like 100 questions. Is it 100 questions? 100 questions in the book? I got one foreigner back there.
Oh, okay.
I got a naturalized citizen back there. Yes, so this is what happened.
Oh, okay.
Look,
Okay.
so you get a booklet with 100 questions, and they're only going to ask you 10 of them. But you only once you get the first 6 right, you know you're good. You don't have to answer no more.
Right. Yeah.
But you give you 100 questions, you have to. How you know which 6 they're gonna ask you?
Right.
So you got to really study the book, you know. But me being in America for so long, I was like, man, fuck that book. I should be okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't get shit right. You know what I mean? They said, what's the capital of the United States? I said, motherfucking Camden, New Jersey, motherfucker. I don't know. They said, when is Labor Day? Monday to Friday, motherfucker. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Drake, nigga. I don't fucking know. Where did John F. Kennedy get shot at? Nigga, Crenshaw and Slauson. Motherfucker, I don't know. Who's the first color president? Trump, motherfucker. Nigga's orange.
He's orange.
He's an orange. He's taupe. He's light beige. He's maroon. I don't fucking know. Who fought in World War I, World War II? The Bloods and the Crips, motherfucker. I don't know the fucking answer. I failed the test, man. I had to take that shit another time.
So that explains the 30 years.
Then they told me to sing the Star Spangled Banner. I said, listen, Americans don't know that shit, motherfucker.
Exactly.
So I gave it a try. I was like, oh, say, can't you see? Seriously, motherfuckers? Oh, say, can't you see? By that starlight delight, was so proudly we proud as the starlight's last gleam through the yum yum yum. They said, pack your shit, get the fuck out of America right now.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Am I going to get through this?
So that explained the third. Okay, that's why I'm passing. I failed it 29 years in a row, my niggas, okay? And I finally got it right in 2021. I'm American now.
Wow.
That's right.
Right on, brother.
You can't take it away from me, motherfucker.
I'm telling you. So, you built a school in Ghana.
Yes, I had so I recently, when I came to America, people don't understand, you come to America, you chase this American dream, and you kind of like, you can't go back home till you have some kind of money. Like, people think, and people out Africa think we're in America. They think once you get to America, you automatically rich, you eating money and shit and change, you wash your hands with soda, money just on the tree, you picking it up out the tree. They have no clue what you have to go through in this country. And when I was a kid, when I came to America, as soon as I was able to get a work permit, I did everything. I sold candies door to door. That was like my first job. And then from there, I worked at like a nursing home, feeding the old people food. I know where I'm be feeding you very soon. And then,
Oh, shit. Well, at least I got a star feeding me. So.
And then after that, I worked at Domino's Pizza. So, and then after Domino's Pizza, then I worked for the airlines. And then by the time I was with the airlines, that's when a comedy really kind of like took off in my, early 20s. And then when I was about 26 years old, I got my big break in the movie Next Friday. And when Next Friday came out, that was my break. So I got this big break, and I automatically became a ghetto superstar, like a hood star.
Right.
Because, Next Friday was a black movie. And then all of a sudden, this is like 2000, this is before, cell phone was out, but only those who had money had cell phones.
Right.
Back then.
Everybody else had a pager.
Everybody had a pager, and and then they had two-way pages. And then so nobody really bothered me for pictures. It was just more like, could you sign this for me? Could you sign this, sign the autographs?
Right.
And people didn't even know my name at that time. They just knew me as the African nigga from next Friday. But yeah, there's an African nigga from next Friday. So now I'm just known as the African nigga from next Friday. So I'm touring and making some money. You know, I went from like $500 a show to like $2,500 a show. So I'm like stacking up my papers and I feel like I'm rich.
Yeah.
You know, and then I'm like, okay, I got about $10,000. You know, let me go back home and visit and see what's going on. So mind you, I've been gone for like fucking 14 years. I haven't seen my people.
Wow.
I have brothers and sisters that I didn't see for 14 years.
Yeah.
So I finally come back home, see what's going on back home. And I come home. So I went to Ghana. I went to like, you know, little town where I remember being at when I was a kid. My grandfather still had a place there. And when my mother used to also visit back. My mom was coming more often because at that time I still had a part-time job with the airlines. So when you got an airline job, the best thing about an airline job is your family get to fly for free, like your mother, your daddy, and your kids, and your wife, whatever. They all fly free. So my mother, she used to abuse her privilege. My mom, my mom abused her travel privilege. You know, she would get on the plane. She's like, I'm going to Italy to have fucking pizza. I'm like, nigga, you get a pizza down the street.
She's going to Italy.
You have to get pizza. I'm going to France to eat French fries. You know, I want French toast. I'm going to France. I'm like, Mom. So I'm like, you know, take advantage of your benefit. You got to, you know. I come back home. I'm hanging out in the town where I grew up at, reminiscing. And then I saw a lot of kids hanging out during school hours and I'm like, I never understood, because in America, when the kids are not in school, parents get in trouble. It's against the law.
Yeah, right.
You know, so I'm like, why the kids not in school? Then I got to find out that these kids cannot afford school. Now, don't get everyone to do have public schools. They have a few public schools, which are called government schools. And those schools fills up pretty fast. And once it fills up, then you have to go find a private school, or you can't afford school. You can go to school.
Everybody can't go to school.
Everybody can go to school.
Yeah,
even those who could go to the government school, they have to buy uniforms and books. They can't afford uniforms and books.
Right.
So they can't even go to school.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, America, we get school for free. So then what I did, I went to the, I remember some kids out in the neighborhood, I went and talked to their parents. I'm like, hey, you know, where's the nearest school? So they took me to the nearest school. And at that time, we're talking about this like 2001, 2002. I said, what does it cost to go to school? And at that time, it was about $80 a year. I'm like, $80 a year? I'm like, that's like 2 drinks at the bar.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? So I remember paying like $240 per kid for like, I paid for like 3 years of school for like some kids. It wasn't even much, like $1,000.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and pay for 3 kids to go to school for 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you guys got to get, and these were the kids like in the neighborhood. I'm like, nah, y'all got to go to school. And from that moment on, I said, I got to do something about this. You know, so I came back home and I'm just doing research and what it'll cost to build a school and what it'll cost to run a school and all of that. And I just, you know, kept going at it. And then finally, you know, about 3 years ago, I said, you know what, I could do it.
Yeah.
Took my money, my own cash money from telling all these jokes, spent about $500,000 of my own money.
Right.
Built a beautiful school, you know, and then I was like, you know what? The great thing is bad and good at the same time. The bad thing about it is like labor in Africa is cheap, so people don't make that much money, you know. But the good thing is it's easier to have a business when labor is cheap.
Right.
You know, even though I pay my teachers a little bit more than what they would averagely make.
No.
You know, but I went and I built the school, and when I did the budget and what it would cost to like pay teachers and security and lunch and utilities, all of that stuff, it was less than my child support for 2 kids in America.
No shit.
That's serious. Like
Wow.
I have right now I have 120 kids, and my child support is for my 2 kids is more than that.
Yeah,
a
wow.
month.
Wow. That's wild.
You know, and that's what I said, and that's what I decided to do, man. Is we're going on our second or third year, because what I did with the school, I wanted the kids to grow at the school. I didn't want to just get a bunch of big kids, you know, and I want to mold them at a young age, you know, teach them to be great people. Besides an education, let them learn how to like give, let them learn how to be great leaders, you know, because that's one of the things they say about Africans. They say, you know, a lot of corruption. I said, let me teach these kids how to not be corrupted.
Yeah.
Let it be.
Be somebody.
Yeah, we need we need presidents and leaders we could trust.
Right.
And it all starts at a young age.
Yeah.
So besides just teaching them education, let's teach them how to care about people, love people, give to people. You know, and that's what I'm doing there. So
wow, beautiful, man.
It's called Michael Blackson Academy. And hey, you guys who are, I do this out of my pockets. Yo, you want to donate $1, $2, it's michaelblacksonfoundation.org. You know, go down there, donate a couple of dollars, and you could help put a kid in school.
Oh, cool. That's beautiful, Mike.
Thank you very much.
No. I had heard about it, and I was saying, wow, man, that's a lot to undertake. To have to be able to pay to have a school built, number one, and then pay the teachers and all the staff, and so you provide lunches and
everything. I told the kids the only thing they have to pay for is pay attention to the teacher.
Wow, that's it. That's beautiful.
So when you guys, take your kids there, you have kids, bring them to my school. Y'all gonna pay though. Fuck that.
It's very inspiring.
Yeah, they all got money.
I'm charging all the Americans.
They all got money. You can tell.
Y'all gonna pay. Nadia's been to Ghana. You haven't been yet.
I haven't been.
You haven't been to Ghana either. And Dennis have to go to Ghana.
I haven't been. I gotta go.
I gotta go, guys. We're all gonna go.
That's my homeland. I gotta go and see what.
You did ancestry thing,
I did
right?
ancestry, and we're 30% Ghanaian.
Oh, right. And 16% Crenshaw and Slauson.
Well,
45% Memphis, Tennessee. And
no, we got German. We had Eastern European. So many things in our bloodline. It's just crazy.
For real?
Yeah.
You prefer like a rich woman or a broke woman?
Well,
I prefer a broke man.
I was broke for so long. I don't want nobody else to be like me.
But you know what? You know what I've noticed? Me personally, I used to think that because of course women want a successful man. Man. I mean, at the end of the day, I cannot spend her money. And I did my research. I think a rich woman just want more motherfucking money. Right. So with me, I'll go find me a broke bitch, excuse my language, that has nothing, and then $20 means a lot to her.
Yeah.
Because you find a woman that makes $300,000 a year, she gonna find out how to get your $300,000.
No shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking for all homeless women.
And gonna have an attitude. She's gonna have an attitude. I mean, like if she got money, more money than you,
exactly,
then you got a problem.
Yeah. So if you're homeless, you just have a good heart. Call me and Dennis. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. I would rather. I was joking about not wanting somebody that was broke, but I find the most real and down to earth women are the ones that don't have anything. Yeah. They're not Hollywood.
So ladies, y'all all successful. Y'all should all go find broke men. Listen, broke and rich together makes middle class. Okay, with middle class is what keeps America together. It's the middle class. I used to discriminate against broke motherfuckers, but I don't think we should discriminate against. I think successful. We should mix with broke people and and get in the middle.
Absolutely.
So find you a bunch of homeless niggas.
That's what I was gonna say. Like broke men. A lot of these broke guys out here, they become fucking house husbands. They're not gonna look for work. They want to stay home and clean.
Yeah.
Take care of the kids. And that's it. That's it.
Yes.
Because some women, they stay at home all their lives.
Right.
Never work. Just at home, taking care of the kids, cooking, cleaning.
So I have a question. I ask a question a lot. Let's say you prefer a successful man that's cheats on you over a broke man that'll be faithful to you, ladies. What you prefer?
I don't think any man is faithful. The broke man.
Even if it's a broke niggas out there that cheat.
Yeah, it's no hope in these streets.
Offer it to every babe.
All right, get the mic. What do you think? Little Mermaid in the middle with the blue dress.
I'm not sure.
What do you want? You prefer a faithful man?
I mean, in that case, I would not want anybody. But if you
Rather
ask
be-
me what kind of a man I want somebody who I would wake up and be inspired by.
That's good. I like that. So we're gonna jump into our hot takes.
Okay, hot takes.
Right, let's jump into the hot takes and we'll get that out of the way. Okay. Uh, Cancel culture
Mhm.
isn't real. Do you agree or disagree?
I think in the era we are in, I mean, I don't. I think if you have a fan base, as a stand-up comic, I have a fan base, and my fan knows what I do and how I do my things, and they've been rocking with me regardless. It's gonna be some people that are not gonna agree with certain things you say, So as long as I got those diehard fans that trust me and believe me and think Mike is funny, fuck a cancel culture, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Okay. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, man, fuck them.
It's a good time to be controversial.
Man, I'm a big believer in speaking your mind, man. That's what makes a great comic. Some of our comics are just, they're so worried about their pockets and their endorsements and this and that. Me, I always been that motherfucker that spoke his mind. I never really cared about Hollywood.
Right.
I never cared about the fame, and I always, as they call in the streets, I'm a real nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's all that matters, man. I'm gonna do me.
That's it.
And that's it. I'm and I'm good with that.
Cool. All right. Moving right along. The American dream is a lie.
Oh no, I'm not. That's definitely not a lie. I mean, I'm living the American dream.
Right. Exactly.
You just gotta get the fuck out your bed and get out your fucking house and go and dig for the dream. Go search for it. Go become something.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Right.
You think about it. You could be successful in anything you do in America. Right. America is an opportunity. Okay, you could work at McDonald's, right, and find out how to eventually own a McDonald's, because you could never own a McDonald's unless you work there. You can never own a Waffle House unless you work there.
Exactly.
So just always think, how am I going to own this eventually? You could be a landscaper and find out how you own your own landscaping company and still be a millionaire. You could be rich in anything you do.
Right.
So this American dream is real.
Absolutely.
I'm from another continent, and in my continent, I mean, if you don't come from rich, you poor for life. It's hard.
Exactly.
In America, I was a poor kid in Africa. I came to America, and I'm rich.
Okay, shit, that is.
Yes, it is, motherfucker. Ghetto rich. I ain't rich.
No, you're rich.
I'm rich. Okay, you're right.
Yeah. You're very rich. You're rich in the heart. You're rich in the mind. You're rich in the soul.
Yes.
Because you're a good person. You're a good brother.
That.
Yeah. Okay. People in Africa are not that different than people in America.
We're different in a different way, in certain ways. I think when I came to America, one thing I learned, or I realized I was different from the other kids was, I think I was more disciplined. Right. I think American kids are more spoiled.
Yes, absolutely.
I've noticed when I went to school, I was more respectful. The teachers like, oh my God, you're so more respectful. So we're in Africa, our parents are a lot more strict on us.
Right.
Schools are strict on us. I mean, when I was a kid in school, they'd beat your ass in school.
Yeah, of course.
They'd beat some sense into you.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in abusing all of that, but it did straighten us out.
Right.
So I think we are a little bit more disciplined.
I got my ass beat in school. They used to beat the shit out of us.
Where do you go to school?
I went to school in Memphis, Tennessee.
Damn. Well, Memphis close to Africa, so now.
Yeah, Memphis to Africa.
Yeah, Memphis, West Africa. And y'all close to Mississippi, nigga, that was Africa.
Yeah, close to Mississippi.
Exactly.
Shit, they whipped the slaves down there all the time.
Nigga.
We weren't slaves then.
Nigga.
But they still had the mentality.
Niggas in Mississippi just became free. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Juneteenth of 2025, nigga, 24. A lot of them niggas still don't know the free. Nigga, get on the highway and go north, motherfucker.
Have you been down there to see the mentality of some of the people that are there?
Yeah.
I heard a man say to a woman down in, where was I? I went down to Corinth, Mississippi with a friend of mine. And I heard him say, Bobby, are you, do you want to get that thing back there and bring it to me? This motherfucker said, Yazam. I said, what? I mean, he's still saying, I said, I just looked at him.
You said Yazam?
Yazam. That's what they used to say back in the day with slaves.
Yeah, ain't finna be no goddamn shit. I ain't finna go ahead, goddamn nigga, nah. I ain't shit. I ain't finna go ahead. I said, listen, I don't speak cornbread, motherfucker. Okay, I'm not sure what language. I don't speak chitlins or cornbread, motherfucker.
Oh my God, I can't believe how backwards people still are today.
Yeah.
And if you go down there and you see some of the shacks that they still live in, I mean, like it's amazing that the United States would allow these people to live the way they live down south.
Maybe
I mean, like in the big cities, things are different.
Right.
But if you go to a rural area of Mississippi, you'll see some shacks that you wouldn't believe that people
For
still
real?
live in. Yes. Yes.
Maybe they don't know they're free.
They don't. I saw a movie like that with Common and
For real.
what's her name? I'll call her name in a minute.
Okay, she's an actress.
Yeah, she's an actress. Yeah. But she was living way back in the woods.
Not Alicia Keys.
And then no, Alicia Keys. No, you're gonna get me in trouble now.
No, but it was a movie.
It was a movie.
Okay, yes.
With Common and Kiki Palmer.
Oh, I love Kiki.
Yes, Kiki Palmer. That's who it was.
Oh, I haven't seen
But she ran away from the fucking plantation
Mm-hmm.
and ran out on the road, running out of the woods from the plantation that she had been on all her life.
Mm-hmm.
And when she ran onto the street, Common almost hit her in a 18-wheeler,
Okay.
which she had never seen before. She had never seen an 18-wheeler. She didn't even know that there was cars.
Oh my God.
No.
Is there really places like that out there?
Huh?
Are there really places like that?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on way back in the woods over there. But that movie I went, holy shit. You know, there could possibly be people that are there like that. They didn't make that movie for no reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
All right, we'll keep them in our prayers.
Yes, I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Successful comedians are born funny. You can't teach someone how to be funny.
I agree with that. I think I mean, you could teach to be funny, but you won't be natural. You know, and a lot of guys that they go to comedy school to learn how to be funny.
Right.
You know, but it's always better for you to be natural.
Right.
Because I think comedy is a natural gift from God. If God don't give it to you, you're not going to survive.
You ain't got it. Okay. It is easier to make it in America for people who were born in America.
Of course. I mean, they have the opportunities here. Just a lot of time they don't take advantage of it.
Exactly.
You know, and when you outside looking in, like a foreigner look, you know, we watch America and don't get it wrong. Things not that easy. You can't just, you know, some people came from nothing and they fall into the system and, you know, but like us looking out, the thing about it, a nigga on welfare in America, a person that live in a village in Africa think this motherfucker is rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's easier to look outside and looking in like, damn, you guys are complaining. You at least in America, you got food stamps. You go buy food, all the food you want.
You got food, yeah.
Over there,
and get a check. It is time for
Nigga
news.
That's right. Time for nigga news. With Donna Mutombo Kuntagoberg, but most niggas call me Ra. I'm here with another nigga, my nigga Dennis. My nigga, what do you have for nigga news today?
Well, I remember the other night when we were out sitting at Delilah.
Yes.
Sitting. This was before you got there, and I'm sitting there at the edge of the table. And the band's playing. All the pretty girls are walking around. This one guy, he comes in, and he's got 3 girls with him. And
nigga news or nigga story, my nigga?
no, listen, nigga news.
Okay.
So the little waitress comes over and get them a drink. Get all 3 of them a drink. 3 ladies and the guy, and he pays her cash and. She gives him his change, and he runs after her. He goes, "Hey, hey, hey!" He runs after the waitress. She stops right there by my table where I'm sitting, and he hands her 50 cents. Then he looks at me and goes, yeah, you know, OG, you know how we do it. I said, all I could say was, nigga. You get this girl 50 cents, you talking about OG?
I'm not with you. You on your own, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
That's my bit of news for the week. I'm going to turn it over to the anchor of the show here.
In more nigga news, Donald Trump said he's sending all drug dealers life in prison. That's right. And that's the same time they gave that nigga Jeffrey Dahmer, but Jeffrey Dahmer was eating niggas and cooking them and eating them.
Yeah.
I see a lot of niggas in the comments. All these drug dealers are commenting in the comments. Listen, you're selling nickel bags. He's not talking about your broke ass. He's talking about the real drug dealers, motherfucker. In more nigga news, Lamar Odom has bought a sex doll that resembles Khloe Kardashian. Either this nigga is still in love with her or he smoked crack last night.
Lamar was there that night.
He was there.
Yeah.
I saw a nigga there. And he had the doll in his hands, motherfucker. He had a sex doll of Khloe in the back doing stuff to her. In more nigga news, they said that a 1,000-bottle baby oil was found in Diddy's crib, and the nigga had more oil than Saudi Arabia. They said if you left a Diddy party, you're gonna like a rotisserie chicken, my nigga. You're gonna be shining like a bitch. Thank you for watching Nigga News.
All right. Thank you, my brother, for being on the Dope Podcast. And thanks for having me as one of the reporters on Nigga News.
Yeah, welcome to Nigga News. You're my new anchor. This is my new anchor. What, can you give us the weather in California and in New York?
Yeah, the weather in California is going to be around 70 degrees.
Okay.
It's going to be 14 in New York tonight.
Well, time for Nigga News weather. In Africa, it's hot as shit. It is Nigeria. In Ghana, it's hotter than motherfucker. In Liberia, it's hotter than a bitch. It's pretty much as hot all over the continent of Africa. That's the weather. Thank you, my nigga.
So tell me before we go, brother,
Yes.
what do you have coming up next? I want everybody to know and keep in touch with you.
Okay, right now I'm about to work on my special. You know, people want to see Michael Blackson specials. I'm working on it. I'm gonna get it done early in the year. I'm also touring. I'm not sure when this thing is gonna air or not, but like I'm gonna start off with sometime in December. First week in December, I'm in Killeen, Texas, and then I'm in Miami doing a Wild 'N Out tour with Nick Cannon on the 8th of December, and then from the 11th, I'm in Philadelphia at Helium, December 11th, and then December 4th, 13th, I'm back on the Wild 'N Out tour in Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore, the city of Baltimore. Then the 14th, I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina, and then of course I'm a run back to Africa. Go to Liberia. I'm gonna build my second school. So I'm gonna get fill the land where I want to build this school for Liberia, and I'm gonna come back to the States. And you just say you have to end the year making money. You know, end the year making money, you're gonna be broke the whole year. So I have big shows. The 27th is in DC. The 28th is in Houston, Texas. 29th we're at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta. And then the 30th, we're in Chicago. The 31st, we're bringing New Year's in St. Louis. It's going to be me, Dion Cole, D.L. Hughley, Cedric Entertainer. It's going to be a dope show.
Oh, that's a big show.
Yeah, it's a big tour.
Yeah. Well, okay, my brother, I wish you all the best. And I want to thank you for coming again on the Dope Podcast.
Dope Podcast. This shit is dope, man.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.